All right, manatees, we are ready for our math lesson, chapter 10. Woohoo! Here we are. Data. You can say it either way, it doesn't matter. Look at that, I made a rhyme. Must be April, huh? Okay, so all silliness aside, let's talk about data and ways we can collect it. You should have watched the videos by now. They were assigned yesterday, I believe, and technically everything's not due until Friday, but I'm going to always move along with the lessons. Just know that you can complete them as soon as you can. All right, just make sure you hit the due dates on time. Okay, and if you have a problem or there was an internet issue, or maybe a brother or a sister had to get on the computers, or mom or dad was working from home and you weren't able to get online, just make sure you message me so that I can I can change the dates for your submissions. Okay. All right, so let's talk about data. Let's see, here we're going to be looking at different kinds of balloons and what are some of the ways we could sort the balloons. So I'm going to give you a minute to think about this. We've got all kinds of balloons here. We could sort them by color. Very good. So we could put all the red balloons together, all of the blue balloons together, all of the yellow, and then green. Or we could sort them by shapes. Long ones versus hearts and stars versus traditional. So we've got all kinds of ideas we could use here for our data collection, right? All right, well, let's move on to the next page. Because what you are going to do for me is just like we do before every lesson. And normally we do these as morning work, right? When you come in the classroom, you have this usually at your table or your workstation, and you fill it out for me right away so I know how much you know before we go on to anything more challenging. So I'd just like to know where you are in your stage of learning. And then I can tailor. That's one of the best parts about this online learning, is that I'm giving everybody different assignments in Think Central. I'm looking at what you are strong in and what you are not so strong in. And I'm assigning new tasks that are very specific to the objectives that I know you're weak in. And I know that because I just did report cards. So let's move on. Okay, so this activity right here, you're going to have two options. In your Google Classroom, as soon as you're finished watching this tutorial, you will see a copy of this form. You can either fill it out in Google Classroom and turn it in. Always in the corner it says something about turn in. Or you can open up your math workbook to page 650, complete it with your paper and pencil, or here is the paper. So you're going to use your pencil. Make sure you put name, date, personal number. If you're working in your book, I need name, date, personal number. If you're in Google Classroom, I do not, because it automatically does it for you. If you're working in your book, I need you to complete this. This activity should not take you more than 15 minutes. What did Miss GW just say? This activity should not take you more than 15 minutes because it's mostly a show what you know. It's something you have already been taught, kindergarten and first grade, and I just want to see where we're going to go from here. So if you're doing it in your book, take a picture of it and then submit it in the Google Classroom when you turn in your work. Okay? So you do not have to do this online if maybe there's no computer available. And then when you're finished, you just turn it in, okay? And mom can help you with that, or dad can help you with that, or you message me in Hangouts and I can walk you through it. All right, so let's move on with our lesson. Okay, collecting data. Let's collect data. You can take a survey to get information. Which is your favorite sport? Each tally mark stands for one person's answer. Count the tally marks. See these right here? This is a table, and table always shows us information, right? Well, this table gives us categories: the sport, the tallies, and the total number. So whenever you tally, you usually write the number also. So let's go ahead and let's do some work here. When I'm making tallies, I simply draw lines. So for soccer, they have 4 tally marks, right? And then they write the number 4. Okay? And for basketball, they have 1, 2, 3, 4. And when you get to 5, you cross it. They have 5 tally marks. For football, only 3 tally marks. So if I was looking at this table of favorite sports, I could tell which sport has the most likes. Basketball, right? Basketball has 5 tallies, which means 5 people voted for basketball as their favorite sport. Okay, what? We have a classmate here. Elijah asked his classmates to choose their favorite breakfast food. He made this chart. Our job here is to write numbers to complete the chart. Okay, so we have favorite breakfast food. Here are the foods, here are the tallies, and here is the total. So let's do this together. Cereal has, now you know why I can just put a line through, because I can count this real fast. 5, 6, 7, 8. Cereal has 8. Pancakes has 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to write 4. Very good. Toast has what? Only 3 people like toast? This must be a different class from ours, right? And how many people like eggs? Quick, quick, quick. 5. 5 people like eggs. And you can tell very easily because it has that line through it. And that's how we count our tallies. So when we're taking tallies, we just make a mark, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. And when you get to 5, you cross it. And you know why that's so easy? Because then I can skip count by 5s. Okay? So now that we've had a quick mini lesson, you are going to go back to page 650. And remember, you're either doing 650 in your math book or you're doing it in Google Classroom. Totally your choice. Does not matter to me. But this is actually, it's kind of sort of due today, okay? Because it should only take you 15 minutes. Officially, the due date is not until Friday, but remember, I'm also going to be putting a new activity up for math, so I do not want you to get behind, okay? Check your Think Central work. It is very personal. It's just for you. Nobody has the exact same assignment as you in Think Central today. All right, I will see you soon, manatees. Have a great, great day.